Right, this is a little video on the wheels. I've had the tyre removed, and it's in a state. It's in a right state. These are quite rare as well. Look at the hole there. It looks quite. I think it looks quite pretty on the outside. There's another little hole there, a little very small one. There's a big gaping hole there. That was where the valve was. And you know, they are in an incredible state on the inside. You know, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean these up. Treat these like these are the only wheels in the world. We're going to weld a plate on the back here, and then weld this up, and then grind this all down. And then what I'll do is I'll drill a hole somewhere else for the valve. I think that's the only thing I can suggest doing. They're very hard to come by, these particular type of wheels. I've managed to source this one, which is again exactly the same, but it's a different style. The lip's different. It's got a, if you look very carefully, you can see the different lips. This one's got more of a rounded lip. This wheel is actually a lot more heavier than the other one, and it's slightly different. So, but you know, I'm a bit fussy. I want it to look exactly spot on, and it is a different rim. If you look very carefully, it is different. So this one I'll just keep as a spare, because it's the only one I've got. So we'll keep that as a spare, and then we'll clean that one up. I was doing a runner. Stay put, please. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll clean this one up. It's in a right mess, isn't it? I think by the time it's finished, I think it'll be a bit lighter. Right, okay. We'll do that then, and I'll show you the outcome on this wheel. There you are. It's a bit more of a better view. So yeah, a bit of a. That's no problem. Let's just straighten it out. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to work pretty hard on this. Right. In the messy workshop, it's extremely messy today. We've had some deliveries and bits and pieces. I've got a job here that I've got. Basically, I've got to repair a hose, a brake pipe hose on a Range Rover. So I've got a repair kit there that I've got to do. Got to put these attachments on. But yeah, so that's something else. But I'm going to be making some pipes for some little Ferguson tractors, oil pipes, and they're going to be going on the internet for sale. Right, this is one of the wheels. It's been sandblasted all down. It's had a nice coat of my. I use this stuff. I use this on a little Ferguson. Oh, that sunlight's not shining in. Oh dear. Let me close the. Close that door, because I do apologise for the mess. My garage is never normally in this sort of mess, but or the workshop, should I say. Right, so yeah, this is the wheel. This is where we are at the moment. The door's just opened again, but there we are. So it's all come up not too bad, pretty well. The other one is just, well, it's in. I'm doing some welding. That's in the other workshop, in the welding workshop. So yeah, we've got a few bits. Now I managed to source a few pieces for the little Fordson tractor. I've got one of these side panels because basically the other one was cracked at the bottom. It had a slight crack on it. I will show you later on. So basically I sourced this one. So that was quite handy. So I sourced that. Oh, it's got a lovely spider web there. Right, and then I've sourced some little bits and pieces as well. A couple of these. These have got another knob. So yeah, got some old bolts as well, which we can sort of clean up and use. These are the wheel bolts to go on these particular wheels. This is actually a Dunlop. It's a Dunlop wheel. It was built by Dunlop, and it's adjustable, so you can adjust it inner or outer. That's what they are. They're adjustable wheel to adjust in and out. They're quite rare. You can get them on the front and get them on the back as well. A full complete set, a set of 4. Unfortunately, I don't have a set of 4. I just have a set of 2 on the front, which allows them to be adjustable. But you can always, I guess there are other ways of adjusting the rear wheels. I suppose you can turn them inside out, which will bring them in, I think, a little bit. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there we are. So that's the adjustable Dunlop wheel. They were specially made by Dunlop to fit the Fordson tractor, and you know, it'd be nice to have a Dunlop wheel, Dunlop tyre, all Dunlop. It'd be quite good. So I sourced a few little bits and pieces. We sourced this little rare item as well. This is for the dynamo. It's a pipe that goes on the dynamo, so I managed to source this. So this is interesting. Look, it's even got a little rubber there, the original little bit of rubber, look. And there as well. So this is very, very interesting piece. So I managed to source this, so I was quite happy about that. And the dynamo, because we're missing the dynamo. So I've got the dynamo, and obviously I'm going to rebuild that all up. I know you can send them off. There are people that do them when you send them off. So yeah, we've got some nice little bits and pieces. So I've got some good little bits. I need to get rid of this, sort this bike out. Right, this a nice little touch. I got this as well. A little Fordson, proper Fordson, as you can see. Is it focusing? There we are. Fordson. Lovely little toolbox. It's in good condition. Look at that. No holes, no rot. Nothing. Absolutely perfect. Just one hole there, drainage hole, and one drainage hole there as well. That's about it. It's a solid little box. It's got a little buckle here, a little buckle here. No problem. No problem. You see the state of the other box that I got for the little Fergie. This is a brilliant little find. I'm so happy with this. Bargain price, I won't mention, but I'm so happy with my little finds. I even managed to get not a proper steering wheel, but it's a Fordson steering wheel, but you know, it'll do for now, just so we can steer it and get it up here and start stripping it down. And I'll clean that up anyway. It'll be a nice little steering wheel for something else. But you know, we've got some nice little bits and pieces, and it's coming along pretty well. So I'm quite impressed with this. All been sanded down. We've given it a lick of paint of this stuff, which is my favourite stuff that I like to use. I was showing you this just before. It's a red oxide, it's a primer, as you can see, and I get it from Halfords. Unfortunately, I only buy it in small tins. They don't sell it in big tins. It's a universal primer, but it's really good. It gives such a solid base shine. It's unbelievable. It's ideal for painting little bits and pieces like this. If you're going to paint a body, forget it. You need to get your spray gun out and start spraying. But for little pieces like this, you know, it's ideal, and it really is good stuff. The little Ferguson, you know, is now what, 2 years? No, yeah, coming up to 2 years soon. It is still like the day it come out of my workshop. So, and it's down to this stuff. I use this stuff on all over the whole thing, so it's really good stuff. I do apologise yet again for the mess of this workshop, but it's not all me. I'm normally very tidy, and things have been dumped and dumped and dumped and dumped. I've got other things that I'm working on here, some models for some people. So you know, all I can say is I do apologise for the mess. This is not how you should have your workshop, but you will see it tidy on the next video, 100%. Right, I will show you the improvement of the wheel. Let me go and weld it up, and then I'll do a video of it all welded. Okay, just a quick update on the video. I was basically welding up this wheel. I left my phone down at the house. It was pouring down with rain, so I kind of thought, well, you know, sod it, I'm not going down there to get wet just to get the phone to do a video. So basically I went ahead and I've done the weld. Let me find it first. Okay. Oh, let's find the weld. Here we go. It's here. This is the weld here. So I've welded in this new piece of metal. And that's what I welded in, that new bit of metal there. So that's nicely welded in. So there it is. There's a nice welded in piece. So it's all nicely done now, so it's all solid. So yep, I'm quite happy with that. Done quite a good job. It's had a quick coat of primer. Basically what I'm doing is, because obviously the wheels are so pitted, do an example here. Can you see how pitted they are? They're really pitted. So what I'm doing is, if you look here, it's a lot smoother. And this is only basic, just with one coat of paint. What I'm actually doing is, I am actually filling all the cracks up with primer. So I'm using the Halford's grey primer, which is really good stuff. I really like it. And what we're doing is we put the red oxide primer first to actually, you know, preserve the metal, give it a good base. Then we sand it down, and then we basically put some coats of this on. So I'll probably use about 3 coats of this. Then I'll sand it all down nicely again, nice and smooth. And then what I'll do is I'll actually spray with the air gun a filler primer on top of this, which it's okay. This is really good. It works really good with other paint. So then I'll spray a filler primer on top of that, give that a good sand down, and then after that, then it's more or less ready to have a top coat on it. Because basically we're building up the paint. Rather, you know, I don't really want to put filler in here and things like that. It's a bit silly. You know, it's a tractor. Let's do it properly. So we'll fill all the little pitted bits of metal up with primer, rub it down nice and smooth, and then we can go from there. But like I said, this is just one coat. This has had one coat of this. It's still got 2 more. I've got to sand it down and then do it again. And then hopefully you'll see that really nice. What I'm going to do now is, there's no hole. So I've got my drill bits. There's a big one, a smaller one, and I'm also going to go even smaller first. So I've got to drill in a nice hole round about here, dead in the centre. So I'm going to measure from here, going to measure down and down, and then try and get it dead centre, exactly like that one. It's, you know, it's got to be dead centre. I'm a bit fussy with things like that. If I look at it and it's a bit out, it kind of wind me up, sort of thing. So yeah, I'll do that. That's what I'm going to do now, and then we'll sand it all down, and then we'll give another coat of primer. This little piece is looking quite good. As soon as it comes, here we go. So that's looking really good. That's come up really nice. I'm quite happy with that. Looking quite smart. So yeah, we're getting there. So things are, you know, coming along very slowly. So yeah. What I'll do is I'll take some photos and show some photos as well on the work that's been carried out on the rims. So the Dunlop rims are coming along pretty well.